Hey everyone, welcome back to Silent Hill F. It is now the day after Christmas. By the time you see this, the holidays would have come and gone, so hopefully you had a good holiday there. And now we are going to continue on with Hineko's quest. So last time we left off, I believe we had put away Sakuko, and now we have to find the other talisman so we can dunk Rinko in the in the lava. Yeah, we went over here where the dolls were. So where's our next destination? We were at this place here. Find the missing object to fit in the device. We gotta find the third talisman. If I can remember where it is. I think it's this door right here. The one that's above the green door. You see it there? In the upper corner right there. I think it's that one because there's nothing behind it, so I don't think we've explored what's in there. So how do we get there? We gotta open up the blue door. And then open up the well, we can either go to the red, we can either go through the blue door or the red door. Which one will be easier? Okay, so I think if we flip this one to should we flip it to the green or the white? Let's see. I'm gonna try the red door. Okay, so that's open now. Green is not open, so we gotta flip this one back. It has been a while since I last played, so I gotta get used to it again and figure out where to go. Okay, so the door should be open now. Yeah, I think it's gotta be this one since there's nothing written on it. Yeah, here we go. I wanna see if we find something new.
Stuffed animals, fashion magazines, Rinko's room.
She sounds in a daze. Ah, God damn it, we forgot to use this at the shrine. Shit. Oh, is there anything we can use? Anything that'll restore our sanity? We have a tea. I guess we could use it. Which one pays more, the tea or the tea or the yokan? You know what? I guess we're using the tea then. We'll find more. Let's put it here to get rid of those pills since we don't need those. Yeah, let's drink the tea. I was about to say that did nothing, but it actually keeps going, so yeah. There we go, and then we can sell the yokan. Could have just reloaded, but whatever. It's only, what, like 20 points? It's not that big of a deal. And we need it to restore our sanity anyway. Because that's how we can pull off the special attacks, so no sanity, you can't counter us efficiently. Rinko collects dolls? Yeah, I guess. She probably spends her time bashing them in the ground. And torturing them. Rinko's diary. How arrogant I've been. I realize now that the hatred and envy I felt towards Hinako for having a boy who loved her far outweighed my own love for Shu. I don't think you loved him at all. I think you saw him like some prize or something to be collected, like a specimen. I really am stupid, aren't I? Hinako always said that she and Shu weren't dating, and yet I wasted such a valuable opportunity. I could have asked her so much about him. What does Shu like? What does Shu care about? What does Shu think about me? I could have asked her all of this, but I didn't. Instead, I stood in my own jealousy like an idiot. So she does have some moments of clarity in between the whole insanity and psychosis. Is this from her too? Balled up notebook paper. I've been blessed with an easy life, happy with kind parents who are well off. I never doubted myself, not even once. But then one day I met you, lost and alone as you were, and then I felt contempt, irritation, disgust, envy. Now that I think about it, you taught me all the emotions children are supposed to learn during childhood. If not for you, I might have stayed a big fish content in my happy little pond. Oh, goddamn, what did it say? It says something about you've outgrown me. Can we see that in the diary or not? Let's see. Oh, I don't think we can. Damn, we might have to reload because I read that way too fast. Yeah, let's reload it. I'll just quickly skip ahead to the to that part. Oh, and we can trade the tea now. Yeah, let's sell that. Sell this. We'll recover the sanity some other way. Sell these two. Alright, there we go. And we know we have to switch this to green. And we can also switch this to what is it, red? Alright, there we go. Yeah, let's take a look at what that says. Because I missed the last page. Something about how she's outgrown her.
Stuffed animals. Fashion magazines.
There's the Yokan.
Rinkos.
At least it was right there, so we don't have to waste too much time. Yeah, so this is the previous one. Like I said, she does seem to have some moments of clarity, but then she just goes back to being insane, so... I guess it's kind of like Harley Quinn, right? From DC Universe. She has these moments where she's almost sane, and then she just gets overtaken by her insanity again. And of course there, it's also because of a man, so... Rinko is Silent Hill's Harley, except not as cute and much more psychotic. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's her that has outgrown Hinako. Now I've outgrown Ebisugoka. That is the gift you gave me. So today, what I really want to say to you is thank you. No, I can't read this in front of other people. Start over. Alright, let's switch this on. We know we're gonna get ambushed again by those freaks. We know they're here. Or they're gonna come into the room soon. Oh, there they are. Come on, man. Really? So I guess if you get it correct, that's when they appear, right? If you get it incorrect. There's another one. Yep. Well, I'll kill them too once they wake up. Rinko's secret journal. I'm in love with you, Shu. I've loved you from the first moment I saw you, from the first moment our eyes met, from the first moment we first spoke. I've loved you all this time. See, that right there is what Joe Bob Briggs would label as a big red flag. The fact that she says she's loved him for the first moment she's seen him. How can she love him? She doesn't even know him. She doesn't even know who he is. And she just admitted it in the journal. So that right there is obsessive. She's like that woman from Audition, which I was watching earlier. I was watching the episode on Audition for the last drive-in. Very fascinating movie. Not quite to my taste, but It's one that makes you think. The handwriting here reflects the writer's terrifying instability. I do wonder if that movie, how much that movie might have inspired the writer of this game. What is it like? Ryushi 7, something like that is what they're called. But I wonder how much it might have inspired them. I love you. I'll do anything for you. I am yours, body and soul. Do you want my liver, my kidneys, my still beating heart? I'll crack open my ribs and pull it out for you if that's what you want. What the hell? I want to slurp down your intestines to feel them slide across my tongue. I want to cut off the top of our heads and mash our brains together. I'll turn them into nice soup. She is the woman from Audition. Holy shit. That's Rinko grown up. You know who she sounds like? Now I know. Now I remember exactly who she sounds like. She sounds like Stanley Coleman from Silent Hill 3, the one that was obsessed with Heather / Alessa. That's exactly what he sounds like. He wanted Alessa, I guess because he knew her when he was young, but he didn't realize he was envisioning or dreaming about Heather. But either way, that's exactly what he sounded like. Insane. Then I'll drink that soup. I'll feed it to you mouth to mouth. Next we can chew up our tongues and feed them to one another. I don't have the slightest idea what the rest says. I think you're trying to intentionally block it out, Hineko. I think you don't want to know what the rest says because she's obviously going to go down lower. What's she going to do with certain other parts that are critical for an intimate relationship? She is the lady from Audition. Holy shit. It's her. She's Asami. Yeah, you gotta kill this bitch, Hinako, because she's too much of a danger to everyone else. Give me that pin so we can dunk her in that lava and fry her.
And now, Rinko and I.
Get the hell out of here. Yeah, we can go our separate ways forever. Here you go. Fry again, you bitch. You insane, deluded bitch is getting that lava.
Why did you get it all?
There we go. I thought we were missing one for a moment. Bye bye, Rinko, again. Even though we know this is still not enough to kill you, but it's a start. I was gonna skip it, but now I want to see her. I want to see her get dunked in there.
Think about how he feels. You're a traitor. You played with his heart. Say you're sorry. Get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. Can't you hear me? Why don't you say something?
Die, Rinko. Die. Die like the insanely jealous bitch you are. Can you imagine what would have happened if Rinko were to gain superpowers? Or if she were to become part of one of those cults that worships those old gods like the Fox cult or the one in Silent Hill? Can you imagine what she would do? Like, Walter stopped at 20 people. Walter just needed 21 for the ritual. How many do you think Rinko would kill? 50? 100? How far do you think she would go? When would she stop? Because obviously that's a problem that even if she got rid of Hinako, then there's going to be other people in Shu's life. There's going to be male friends, there's going to be female friends, there's going to be all sorts of acquaintances at work. So, like, how far do you think she'll go to control him? You think she'll kill 50? 100? Like, where does it end? And now we can leave. If I can remember where to go. Oh, it's over here. Bye bye, Rinko. She's drowning in the forbidden cheese. The molten cheese. What was up here? I completely forgot what's up here. I know this one goes over here, but what was in this door? Did we even go inside here? I guess we didn't. Can we even open this door or not? Doesn't look like we can. If there were a Japanese Batman, Rinko will be one of his most psychotic enemies. No doubt about it. Oh yeah, we gotta give it to the dog. Or the fox, whatever. Here you go. Munch on that. We got it after frying this insane woman.
Hey, partner. Guess this is the last time I get to call you that. Huh? I worked my butt off on that kanji test so I could get this. Remember? I had a truckload of these notebooks. I filled up my entire closet. My most prized possession. I wouldn't let anyone other than you touch it. That's weird. Where did it go?
Okay, so before it was
Not a big deal. That's just what it means to forget.
before it was the gun, right? Or was it the photo?
First time showing this to you. How embarrassing.
So that was a drawing that he did of her. Yeah, and that one, I think it was the gun at one point, wasn't it? So what's missing now? What did we see here that we saw before? What was in there? Let's save, because I don't want to redo all that again. I do not want to redo all that again. Even though it would be satisfying to see Rinko fry again. I think we read this already, but carry not any memory of what has come to pass beyond this point. Okay, yeah, we did read that one. We know we gotta fight that monster again to get it.
I need to know what your final decision is.
Oh, there they are waiting. See them already. There's the one in the ceiling. God damn, you always fall for that. Every single playthrough, you always fall for it.
Get out.
But we have the claw to kill her with. Every single playthrough, man, I always go over here and always fall for it. Every single time. And the only thing here is a piece of candy. We should just ignore that. And yet we always fall for it every single fucking time. Koroyuki must be staring at her, wondering how many times is she gonna fall for the same exact trick all over again. Medicine cabinet from Shu's place, where he tried to get us addicted to drugs. To White Claudia, in its pure form too. Look at that, her family. Or is that her friends? Either way, it's pretty much her worthless companions. It was you. You're responsible. Alright, so let's charge our claw for when we track down this one over here. Where'd she go? Are those all his drawings, basically? God damn it. Oh, you know what? Let's eat the candy. So far, it hasn't really been challenging, except for like a couple parts of, because we're just so overpowered, but I still don't want to take too many risks. Like that. Back off, fool. Give me your soul. You think she's actually absorbing other creatures' souls or other people's souls, or is it all just metaphorical? You never know, because the thing about Silent Hill is I'm pretty sure that there's some type of life force actually powering the different monsters. You know, they're not just mindless things. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to hurt you. You know, if they were just a hallucination, like some people think, yeah, hallucination can't kill you. It has to literally physically be able to touch you in order to kill you. So I wonder, is she really absorbing, you know, souls or life forces from other things that have passed through this place? Or is it all metaphorical? Because what would the purpose be? Let's say it is a metaphor. Like, absorbing those souls is completely unnecessary to her whole thing. You know, that seems to be implying more she's become an actual goddess or something. So maybe she is siphoning some type of life forces. Maybe it may not be a human life force, but maybe it is something there. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's something powering the monsters in Silent Hill. Because we have the famous example in Silent Hill 2. And the remake where Angela sees her father, James sees a monster, but there's a physical force actually pushing him there. And in the remake, it's actually strong enough to push him through a wall. So that wouldn't be the case if it was just a hallucination. So there's obviously some life force there. There's some construct that is appearing and can function well enough to follow directions from a higher power. So I'm guessing it is some type of spirit. It may not be a human spirit, but it is a spirit. So I think here there might actually be something that she's absorbing. Maybe it's not like a fully conscious life force. Maybe it's like the Shades in Soul Reaver 2. You remember the ones that don't have a soul, they're actually formed from pieces of different souls, and they come together and they form the Shades. And those are the ones that you attack in the caverns, and those are the ones that try to steal like the energy from the Reaver fonts or the basins. And you can't absorb souls from them because they don't have any. They're just pieces, but they can combine to form a kind of primitive creature. So maybe these are all they're all life forces from different entities. They're not fully conscious on their own, but there is some type of thinking there. You know, they can actually follow orders, whether it's from Koroyuki or from somebody else, or the town itself, or whatever this place is. Like, there's got to be something there, because otherwise, why would your energy go up when you absorb them? You know. Plus, it's just creepier to think that you're absorbing all these different entities into yourself and you don't even know what they are. That's definitely makes it a lot creepier. What can we get rid of? Let's get rid of the bandage. We don't need that. The divine water is more important, because we can trade that for money. The scent of herbs is overpowering. Are those some of the herbs from KFC's famous 13 herbs and spices? Or is it 11 herbs and spices? Has the Colonel even made KFC at this point? I think it's like 1962 or something like that. But probably not. Maybe it's the Japanese equivalent of KFC's formula, with an otherworldly twist. God damn it, we just got rid of another freaking bandage. We already have another bandage. Well, you know what we're gonna use? We're gonna heal that little bit of health right there. A whole bandage for like our pinky finger or our pinky claw. You know, just we got a scratch on our claw. We gotta use a bandage to bandage it up. You'd think that she would heal as she absorbed the souls, like Shang Tsung. He gets stronger, but I guess not. I guess they only fuel her spiritual power. Alright, now we gotta fight this multi-boobed monster again. The monster with a dozen breasts and a pregnant stomach. But where? Oh, goddamn, I forgot to switch the Omamori. Shit. Whatever, let's just get it over with. Come here, you bitch. Give me your soul. Oh, she's dead. She can't give me her soul. She's dead. It's almost not fair, isn't it? Oh yeah, we have... Never mind. We have something we can end it quickly. We have this.
Don't try to stop me.
It's like Barry from Resident Evil. I have this. There we go. We didn't even use up most of our energy. Nice. Or all of our energy. We used up like 2/3. You imagine the confrontation between her and Barry. Barry just goes, I have this, and pulls out a magnum, and then Hinako goes, I have this, and she just pulls out a giant claw. I think Barry's at that point going to be planning a tactical retreat. That little magnum is not going to be a match for that claw. She can just rip your arm off with that. Also, can you imagine if the change is actually translated over to real life, or to like the quote-unquote real world? The physical world? If people could actually see her with that giant werewolf arm. I don't care where Koroyuki says, that's a werewolf arm. That ain't no fox arm. I've never seen a fox with that type of arm before, ever. Like, that's some mutated Cujo type fox arm. That ain't no damn fox arm. That's a werewolf arm. Or a Wendigo arm. I keep forgetting we can switch to the arm to the giant arm at any time. We don't have to actually fight them the hard way. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's the comic book again. Okay, it is the comic book again, so it doesn't change. And it looks like Rinko defaced it, because she made it the bad guys. She put Hirako's name on the bad guy, so it looks like she defaced the comic book, so... That shows you exactly how much she cares about him for real, that she would deface his prized possession like it's nothing, so yeah. Good job, Rinko. Being a menace to everyone. Crazy bitch. Out of my way, fools. Alright, we got your possessions, Shu. I don't think we need to watch his unless there's something new again. He's not that bad of a guy. Like, depending on the ending, he can be a scumbag, but he's not nearly as bad as Rinko, so we don't need to actually see him hang there and suffer. You know? That's for Rinko. Give me that, let's sell the tea, the divine water. Oh, wait a second. Do we need, never mind, we should probably drink one of those, which one is stronger? Which one is strong? Which will heal us more? Let's see. Fully restores, slowly restores, Okay, so yeah, let's drink the water and sell the tea. And we might as well sell the yolk on, because we don't need it. We got bandages and health kits galore, so we don't need any of that. And we might as well sell 2 of the Hagashi, because we're always gonna get more. Alright, we're set. Let's give him that comic. There you go. Place the Brainiac Hero comic. Oh yeah, his is still the same. He's strung up there like a sacrifice for the Cenobites. You can imagine Pinhead or one of them totally doing that for fun. Stringing themselves up like that. Up there near the ceiling.
Want it? It's alright. Whatever the outcome.
Alright, bye-bye, Shu. See ya. You respect our choice? Alright, well, we can choose to let you hang there. There they go, they abandoned her again. Oh, to skip? Yeah, there's nothing new. Gotta get out of there and make our way to his home. Find Shu and Rinko. Why would I want to find Rinko? We already killed her once, like she refuses to die. It's like a mutant demonic cockroach. Why do we want to find her? Oh, here comes the second chase sequence. Get the hell out of here. If only we could cut that thing in half with our sword.
Thing's still chasing me.
Then we got all the trophies related to the
Maybe
chase, so
they
we don't
had
have
get
to
away from that thing.
we don't need to deal with it anymore. Give it a chocolate.
Maybe they had no choice but to go on without me. That has to be
I get the feeling we're gonna be playing a lot more of the general area now instead of skipping them, because we keep finding so many files that are different that I hate to just restart it over and over again. Oh, I'll start the recording again when we find something new, and I walk 5 feet and there's a new file. So I think I might play more of the general setting, because it seems like every time I do that, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna skip ahead until we find something new, and then 5 minutes later there's literally a new file sitting right there in the middle. You saw all the ones we found in the shrine. Let's keep the chase sequence in, just because. Some more Yokon, even though we just got rid of it. Take your bean paste, you damn rip-off shrine.
Shu knows more about the mountains than I do.
Oh, we got an axe. Let's replace that damn knife. Hell yeah. Let's make sure, do we have the Omamori, increases stamina, additional damage, durability, stamina, max health, sanity, and stamina. Okay, so yeah, there we go. While using focus will not decrease, deals additional damage with high durability. Ah, but the problem with the axe is you can't move, so yeah, it doesn't really work for that. Same thing with the sledgehammer, so yeah, we better just rely on the sword. We can still use the axe and stuff for heavy enemies to take them down quickly, but yeah, it's not gonna work for that one. Is there another one we can switch to? Let's see. Because I think we can probably get rid of this one, or that one increases stamina recovery speed. But then this one says after countering an attack, stamina will not be consumed, and this one gives us max stamina. So maybe we can. Which one should we get rid of? The max health, stamina. Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of the max one, since we can just upgrade all that stuff anyway at the shrine. So we're gonna put the spider again, because at least with the spider we can use light attacks with the axe. We can't do anything with the other one, so yeah, let's just get rid of the spider. I mean, get rid of the other one, put the spider back. Oh, here they come. Two for one. See, like these guys require a bit of effort, so let's use it on him. There you go. And then we finish him off with the sword. God damn it. Back off, fool. If only we had a gun, we could shoot him right there. You freak. Standing there leering at us. I assume that's meant to be representative of men, or maybe her father in particular. Or maybe even Koruyuki. Her mind is kind of rebelling against him, maybe. She sees him as a creep. Constantly leering at her.
Put this here.
I don't know, but we're gonna go back and sell it. Should we even go back and sell it, or is it just yeah, let's just get rid of it while we're still here, because then we're gonna end up having to chase that whole having to run away from that thing while it's chasing us, so we won't have the opportunity to go back to the shrine. So might as well just sell it now. We have the space, but I'd rather just sell it now. Well, we're still here. Should we sell the chocolate or keep it? It does restore sanity, so it is useful. I guess we'll keep it just in case we need it, and if we... Let's see. We have 2 empty slots. You know what, whatever. You know, let's just sell it, whatever. Yeah, I think it's gonna start chasing us soon. Her other self. The manifestation of Fox Hinako. Or Wolf Arm Hinako. I wish you could get your hands on a regular katana throughout the game in the first playthrough instead of having to wait for this, because this weapon's cool and all, but it just takes way too long for you to get it. You know, I think if you had gotten a regular katana at some point, the complaints about the game's combat would be far less numerous. You know, there wouldn't be as many complaints, because the katana is always a decent weapon, even in Silent Hill 3, where it's kind of... its range is shit compared to the one from the first game, but it's still useful for blocking and slashing. It's still one of the better melee weapons. Maybe like the second best one. So it's, I really do wish, you had gotten the sword here earlier. Maybe it would have alleviated some of the complaints people have about the game, you know, where the story and the atmosphere is totally worth playing, but the problem is a lot of people get so fed up with the first playthrough that they don't go back. And then this is a game where, for better or worse, it is designed for you to go back, and so if you're not having fun playing it, you won't go back, but then you'll miss on what is probably the second or third best story in the series, period. You know, it's probably Silent Hill 4, purely from a story perspective. I'm not talking about emotionally, or, you know, like how much it emotionally affects you, but just from a storytelling perspective, from a story construction perspective, it's probably Silent Hill 4, Silent Hill 2, and then this one. As much as I like Silent Hill 1 and 3, the story's not really as well developed there. It's you kind of have to piece it together the way you do like in Control, or like in Alan Wake, or, you know, where you gotta piece it together over the course of the game. But Yeah, this one's just much more well developed, and it really surpasses a lot of what they've done before in the series. But it's a shame that the first playthrough is so divisive that some people probably do not go back. Like one streamer I watch a lot has said he won't play it again unless it's part of a marathon, and it's a shame because that story really is, like I said, probably the second or third best in the entire series. You know, it's a masterpiece. There's no other way to put it. But the problem is, the gameplay is just way too tedious and angering in the first playthrough. Like, it gets better in the second and third, but that first playthrough is really rough unless you really master the counter. And I know that's not something a lot of people can do. There's a lot of people who don't have the reflexes for that. They don't have the reflexes for the parry system, the parry and the countering in Soulsborne games. Never mind this, which is supposed to be slower. You're not supposed to be a fast slicing, fast dodging warrior in this. You're just a teenage girl. Supposedly, we know she's actually older, but you play as her in her teenage form. And it makes sense that she would be, she is somewhat agile, but not nearly as much as a protagonist of a Souls game. And so it kind of feels out of place to be doing all these fancy counters and parrying in a Silent Hill game, even though she probably is capable of pulling it off somewhat. But it's just a really, really rough first playthrough, and unfortunately it does impede the enjoyment of the game, which is a shame because, like I said, this story is actually far better than most of the stories in the entire series. Like, I love the characters from 1 and 3, but I have to admit that from a purely storytelling perspective, like, the stories in 4, 2, and this one are definitely far more well constructed. Now, I'm hoping they improve the story for Silent Hill 1 Remake. Flesh it out a bit, give Lisa more characterization, give Harry more characterization. Definitely go a lot more into Les's mind. I'm hoping they do all that. Make it an actual full-fledged story instead of something you just piece together. But as it stands right now, even though it's one of my favorite games in the series, the story in 1 is definitely nowhere near as well developed or well written as this. Definitely not. And voice acting obviously here is far, far superior to anything in 1 and 3. So well, maybe not 3 so much, but definitely 1. 3 has some pretty good actors. The only weak link in the chain is actually Douglas, which I feel bad about because the voice actor passed away many years ago. But it's true, he kind of is the weak link in the chain and the voice acting for Silent Hill 3. All the others are pretty damn good, and the one for Heather is actually excellent. So yeah, like this game is half of a masterpiece.
Partner like this, Shu.
It's half a masterpiece and half questionable. And it gets better once you get to the second and third playthrough, since you're so damn overpowered with these weapons and stuff. But the thing is, it shouldn't have to take a whole playthrough for the game to get better. It should get better for like the halfway point, pretty much. You struggle for the first half and then you're rewarded in the second half. That's how it should work. Emphasis on should. But it doesn't. And I get why, because these are, I'd say, novice developers. Like, this is pretty much the first full game they've ever made. They made all those multiplayer games for Resident Evil, which kind of sucked because Capcom didn't give them any direction or budget or time. So they made those, and then they made this one now. And like I said, from a storytelling and atmosphere and design perspective, it's pretty good. The gameplay is definitely questionable. Come here. I like the bell sound when you slice them up. Where are we going? More tea. God damn, so much tea. Okay, we're going over here, I think. Oh yeah, there's a new guy right there. That's how you know we're on the right track. Look at the zombie brigade right over there. Come here. Alright, he gets the sledgehammer, just because. There you go. Do the light attack, that way it won't decay as quickly. Where are you running off to? There you go. I really like it when the weapons don't decay. And seeing as how that's a cursed sword, it shouldn't decay. You know, it should heal automatically. You shouldn't have to go into the menu and then select other weapons to wait while this heals. It should heal instantly. Otherwise, what's the point of having that supernatural power if it won't heal instantly, you know? It's gotta be more like the Soul Reaver. God damn, I get lost in this one. Come on, here, go put your legs into it. The hell?
Where
get
the
away
hell
from
did
there.
you and Rinko go?
I don't think she said that before, right? I think she was just trying to find them in the other playthroughs. So I guess if you go around long enough, she starts to get frustrated. If only I knew where we were actually going, you know? I already forgot. It's in here. Is that guy on top of the ceiling here? Antique comb. Alright, so much for the Ramune. I guess we might as well drink it.
Is this some sort of offering?
You'd think she'd stop asking that by now, considering we know it's an offering. Damn, where the hell's the path? I completely forgot already. I guess it's over here, but... Shit, I completely forgot how to get to the other path. I just completely forgot. It's like the woods in Alan Wake 2. You can just get lost and go around in circles for hours. Oh, here we are. Back off. Come on, puppet. Show me what you got. Come on, evil mannequin.
Is it dead?
Okay, so this was the right... God damn, it's blocked. How the fuck do we get over here then? Well, I guess we have to circle around? Maybe? I guess. I guess we have to circle around and go over here. Yeah, I've replayed this several times that I just get lost in this area. I know we have to head over here, but... See, there's a path right there. Like, shouldn't we be able to take that path? It just all looks the same. It just all looks like forest. So, see, you got this one here. We can't climb up there. The bridge just leads us back to where the shrine is. We could use like a mini map to show us where we're going while we're proceeding through this area. Okay, so we go over here. Can you imagine not using the map at all? If there were a trophy for that, like in Silent Hill Origins, holy shit. Okay, so we go over here. I guess we have to get to the bridge. We go over here. Okay. Now, let's circle around. Oh, here we go. I recognize this shack. This rusted old shack. Or broken down. Ooh, nice clang right there.
Did I finally make it out?
Map of Sujisato. Okay, now we see the whole area. Okay. So we literally needed to click on the map in order to see it. Another toolkit. I guess we can... Oh, you know, I just replaced the bandage. More Yokan. God damn. Let's just eat it so we can have infinite stamina for a while. God damn it. We can't escape from it, no matter how far we go. I just want to see if there's something near the bridge. A bandage. Not worth my time. Okay, so yeah, let's just go back. Let's just proceed with the chase. Let's get ready to run. And ignore those red pills right there. Damn it, we need the key. Shit. Where is it then? I guess we need to go on the bridge after all. Wait a minute, didn't she pick up the key before? Where is it then? Oh, it's over here. Never mind. Alright, head to the mountain refuge. Now this looks familiar.
Shoo. Rinko?
Damn, they can't jump. They can't jump from walls. Oh, they can. I thought maybe it was keeping them away. Obviously, we've seen them jump from ceilings before, but I was thinking for some reason she was stuck there. And you notice no invincibility frames. You get hurt even while you're climbing down from the wall. Let's trade all that stuff so we can pick up more stuff to trade. The tea, the yokan, and the comb. We should probably draw more omamori now. Oh, a crowbar? I guess we can replace the bat.
Now I can fight back.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty fine with sword. It's pretty good. Doing pretty well with pretty good with it. There's the key. Really? Fuck you. Oh, that did not work as well as I thought. Oh, hell no. Hell no, this is a fucking ambush. Run for it. God damn. I don't even know where the hell we're going. God damn. Oh yeah. I see my mistake. I see the mistake I made. We didn't open the path before we went in here. We needed to move the block and we didn't. There you go. Not so tough now, are you?
Finally.
Okay, I'll give it to you. That actually gave me a bit of a challenge. That was actually quite a bit of a thrilling ambush. Yeah, the mistake we made was we needed to open up this path before we went in that room and took that key. Because I forgot that enemies ambushed you, but I don't think they ambushed you at 3 at a time before. I think it was only just one. I think it was either just him or just the dolls. I don't think it was all of them at once. And these two didn't even get up. They were like they were just bait. You know, they were just a lure to make you think they were gonna get back up in here, and no, they don't do a damn thing. We can't climb up there for some reason. I would have loved to have seen what's up there, even if there's nothing there. But yeah, that actually gave me a bit of a challenge. I'll give it to them. Okay, let's draw some Omamorians. Actually, should we upgrade? No, we don't have any Emma. Okay, then you know what? Let's save our points for when we get more Emmas, and then we can upgrade the health and the sanity. So we're just gonna save them for now. Let's record because we're not doing that all over again. Yeah, I made the mistake of not moving that thing first. You always need to move this first before you go in that room. Otherwise, you can get curb stomped if you're not ready for it. Always clear the path ahead before you go into danger.
No!
It's the same in alleyway too. You always gotta make sure you have an escape route before you go into the dangerous part. Otherwise, you can get screwed. God damn! Just push her off. God damn it. Yeah, let's reload that. Did we save? I think we saved, didn't we? I completely forgot the oh, we also have the autosave too. I completely forgot the path we're supposed to go.
No!
Ah, damn. Come on. Nope. I'm not even gonna try with that. Let's just do the autosave. Should be alright. Let's just do the autosave. I completely forgot what the path is. God damn.
Is it gone? I need a break.
I think we actually better heal. Because we are actually in pretty bad shape. More healing items. More healing items on. Yeah, let's use the infinite stamina trick with the Higashi. Alright, we made it.
Is it finally over?
Okay, that gave me a bit of a challenge because I just could not remember where the hell we actually went. Let's save because we don't want to repeat that. She can't pass by the sacred arch. Oh yeah, there's his house right there. So we just did one big circle, pretty much.
So it leads here.
Now remember what we said. It's not quite yet, but remember what we said. Before we purify the sword, we pretty much have to kill everything in the area so that they don't bother us again. So
Shoo!
after we're done with that section,
Partner! It's me!
after we're done with that section, we're gonna the next section in the shrine world. We're gonna kill pretty much all the enemies with the sword, and then that way get them out of the way so that they don't bother us. Cause once you purify the sword, it pretty much becomes useless. I know with the Omamori we have, it probably won't decay as quickly, but the thing is, it'll be far weaker than it is right now, so I might not want to use it in the first place. Wait a minute, can you go in there? I thought you couldn't go in there before. I thought you always needed to use this entrance. Why can you go in there? Is that new? Yeah, those are the infamous drugs that he tried to get us hooked on. And failed, thankfully, in this version.
Thanks for everything. Shoo.
Okay, and so now they fixed it
I guess I'll wait
so
for the two
that
of them
all the
inside
pills
house.
disappear from now on. That way you're pretty much locked into one of the new endings. There's no way you can get the original one, not even accidentally, so. Oh, okay, so that one is stuck. I thought for a moment we could open it. I thought we might find something new in there. This is where the other self ambushes her when she stupidly opens the door. And we wake up over here in the shrine world. Okay, so we can skip that.
I will do what I must to be the perfect person for you.
Now remember, we cannot pick up that whatever it's called. It's the object in the near the garden. I don't know what it is. Some type of medicine, but whatever it's called, we cannot pick it up.
I was lost for the longest time. But I am now more certain of
Oh, I see them waiting there. Look at them. Thinking we don't see them. Come on. What are you? What are you doing here, you fool? Mind your own fucking business. Oh, look at that Matrix dodge. Take out, you blind fool. Damn, he been thrust forward like a creep. Just had to get in that one last thrusting motion before he died. Oh, we heard him already. There he is, right there. Give me your soul, hip thrusting demon. Lift that door with our super strength. Okay, so obviously we gotta chase after him, but I wonder, do we have to do the puzzle again for the garden, or do we not? Always look at the ceiling first, make sure there's nobody clinging up there. Oh, there he is waiting for us. But we're not gonna bother with him just yet. We gotta get to a shrine. We're gonna save. Just in case we screw this up. Also, I want to see if we can find more interesting memos or stuff. Because I believe after this is the boss fight with Rinko, where we gotta kill that savage bitch again for a third time. So make sure we get to a shrine. And also we open up all the pathways. If nothing else, there should be items here somewhere. But I want to see if we find any interesting new items or memos. Got some Yokon. I just thought of this really appropriate joke with the Yokon. The term Yokohantas keeps popping into my mind, but I know that would be a really inappropriate joke. Just something I thought of right now. Check the ceiling. Come on, he need to open up the damn door. Ooh. You got me, I'll give it to you. Come here, bitch. Now you're dead. You got one hit on me, I'll give it to you. You got me. You got me, video game. Got some tea. Where's the shrine? I want to save. Oh, there it is, right there in the middle. Because we're gonna go to the garden now. I want to examine that and see if we need to do that puzzle over again, or if it's fine just the way it is. Because after this we gotta go fight Rinko. I'm noticing we're not really finding a lot of items. Okay, so he's obviously there waiting for us, but we can't go there just yet. Okay, so the garden should be this way, so... Damn, we gotta go all the way It shouldn't take too long. I mean, we just gotta check to see if the lights are all activated, then we don't have to do it. I just don't want to risk missing that. This is exactly the wrong way. Is this the right way? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it is. God damn. Flee to the garden, woman. Get out of here. Go to the safety of the garden, where they can't follow us. Now I know what it's called, the death room. It wasn't that hard on normal difficulty, but I definitely get what it's called, the death room here. Okay, so we saved, so that means it should be alright to yeah, I think it's all done. Yeah, I think the puzzle's done. Yeah, it's full. So we do not have to do it anymore. This is what you do not want to pick up. That's what screws you over, and I guess kind of makes you his slave if you pick up that thing right there. So we're going to leave it alone. But we will take this Higashi though. That we can take. So yeah, it looks like we're all done. It looks like once you do it once, you no longer have to do the puzzle again with the lights. So that's good to know. Which only further confirms my suspicion that it is a time loop of sorts. She is going back over and over again, reliving the same events. You know, the town's way to give her a second chance. It is a time loop. It's not made explicit, but it is, because otherwise this will not happen. You know, you would have to do the puzzle all over again. The fact that it's already activated shows you that it's basically a supernatural time loop, you know. She's going back, but certain things are changed. They're no longer, you know, they're different. You don't have to do them all over again. The sword's already available to you because you got sent back. You know, the puzzle's already done. So yeah, as nice as this area is to look at, we don't actually have to do anything here. So that's good to know. Look at the way the moonlight illuminates her hair or the fur on her arm. That's really cool. That attention to detail. And this is actually a pretty nice looking area. This looks like something we would find in an American version of this in like the old Silent Hill. This looks like the type of area we would find, you know, somebody's little secret hideaway. This is actually really nice. Like if the whole shrine world were like this, I could see why someone might enjoy living here like Kotoyuki, because this is actually pretty beautiful for this demonic other realm, you know. It's actually pretty nice looking. It's even got a clear sky. It doesn't have that ominous red sky we have in every other section of the shrine world. It's just looks really, really nice. But now we gotta go back to this freak right here. But since we got the drop on him, oh, we can see the sonar waves. Oh, there he is right there. Let's grab him while the other one's distracted. You think they're communicating with each other? There we go, got his ass. And he's dead. Back off, doll woman. With your many arms and legs. They actually sell a t-shirt with this monster. I saw it on one of the sites selling Silent Hill merchandise. I guess it's cool looking, but I don't really like the monster that much. Like, it's disturbing to look at, but it's not really one of my favorites. Oh, we got some loot. Let's finish off this fucking fool. Oh damn, we missed it. Dodge like Neo. Alright, there you go. I think we're done with the Shrine World. We don't need to get anything else from there. I do want to check out the other altars because I want to see if there's any extra save files in there or something. I mean, not save files. What am I talking about? Extra memos for, you know, diary entries or stuff like that. I don't want to miss that, so I do want to check the other parts of the shrine. But I think we're mainly done with this section. We just gotta go fight Rinko. Yeah, I want to check the other shrines, the big ones, just in case there's something there. I know they usually have items for you to trade. This one leads to one, so we're gonna kill this fool. Come here, jackass. Okay, so he does exactly 8 swipes before he gets stuck. So count them, he does exactly 8, so that's how you know to dodge and then when to attack. He does exactly 8 swipes before he flashes with the counter sign. So I know it's overwhelming, but if you ever if you're trying to determine when you should strike, count them in your head, and it's always 8 precise strikes. After the 8th one, that's when you can attack. Yeah, I want to check this out. Make sure there's nothing here for us to get. Nice shrine though, I'll give it that. Dry carcass, what can we use? Damn, we don't have anything we can dispose of. Let's see, what can we sacrifice? The Yokon, maybe? I guess maybe the toolkit, since we're gonna find more later on. Near the house and inside the home and stuff. So I guess we can sacrifice the toolkit. We just gotta rely more on the Omamori to keep the weapons fresh. Okay, so that's one. So that's one altar. I wonder what to the other one over here and then the one to the left. What do you think it smells like in there with all that incense that they're burning in those pots? What do you think it smells like? Pleasant, I guess. Does it smell like flowers, or what do you think it smells like in there? More Yokon. Yeah, I think we're reaching the end of the game. After this, maybe one more section should do it, like in the next video. Oh, nice. There's a shrine. We can trade all the stuff. So let's trade the comb. Let's trade the carcass. One of the waters. Let's trade it. Whatever. And let's get rid of both of the Yokon. There we go. Now we have some nice space we can use. I'm gonna save again. No wait, actually we should save near Koroyuki. That way we don't have to walk all over again. Okay, so which one we're missing? We're missing this one to the left and then the upper left. Okay. I don't think there's any memos actually, come to think of it, because there's not really any diary entries or stuff like that in this section. I think it's just the sacrifices that she makes, so... Oh, we got this wall. You bitch. Come on. Just couldn't mind your own business, could you? Now you lost your soul because of it. You think Hinako has actual supernatural power after absorbing all that crap? You know, like in her real life, assuming she survives. That's not a certainty at this point, but you think she would actually have some type of supernatural power like Alessa after she did all this crap in this realm? I think so. Maybe at least like a separate intuition or something. Like, I don't think all that power is going to fully abandon her. I think she might have some of it left. Just enough to keep Shu on the up and narrow if he continues to be a part of her life, you know. They may not be romantically involved, but she can still mess him up anyway if he screws up. Like a good partner should. Oh, you again. God damn it. Back off. With your loincloth there. Come on. Damn, we missed it. Okay, this was actually giving us more of a fight. We're still gonna mess him up, but... Damn, we keep missing him. God damn it. He's tough, I'll give him that. He's tougher than his brothers were.
Is it over?
But he's dead. It was inevitable. Yeah, that one actually gave us quite a fight. I gotta hand it to him. He knew what he was doing. The other ones kind of just stupidly tried to ambush us and failed, but that one actually knew what he was doing. As much as a blind, mindless monster can know. Okay, where's the... Okay, here it is. I know we can restore our sanity using the shrine, but we could just do that close to him. Where the hell did we go? I thought this led to another shrine, but we just did one big circle. Okay, so never mind. We went exactly the wrong way. Okay, so yeah, I think it's this. Okay, it's this one over here. We went completely the wrong path. Here we go. There is the other shrine. It'll be nice if they could restore our health, you know? Like in Soul Reaper 2, you save at the Reaper shrines and then you can restart from there. That would be nice, but unfortunately that's not a possibility here. I could have sworn there were 3 of them though. Yeah, because there's 3 of them, right? For each sacrifice that you make, the face, the arm, and the back. So where's the other one? Oh, I guess this is the other one up here. You can see it right there, the little drawing. Then you have this one here, and then you have this one. Okay, so it is I get it. So it is there's only 2 large shrines. There's 3 sections, but there's only 2 shrines. Okay, so we can just go back. I don't think it makes a difference, right? Whether you go back this way or the other way. It's all the same. I'm making this a longer video to make up for not uploading for 5 days since it was a holiday week and all. Plus, I was just busy trying to recover all the stuff from my DVR because I'm switching from Comcast Xfinity because that service is terrible and it's way too costly. So I decided to switch to YouTube TV, but I needed to get literally like 80 different videos that I recorded from my DVR. So that took up quite a while. Most of which is NBA stuff too. Inside the NBA, I recorded tons and tons of that. And then stuff from like the Puppy Bowl from beginning of the year near the Super Bowl. So it was just a whole ton of stuff I had to spend hours recording so that I could actually free up the DVR. So then when I surrender back to Comcast, there's not a whole bunch of stuff on it that I missed out on. So that took quite a while. So I didn't have time to record, unfortunately. And then I was also playing Silent Hill 2 because I'm watching Liz's playthrough of it. That's a new streamer I found on YouTube. Her name is just Liz, in all capital letters, Lizz. But she's actually really good. She's German, so it's nice to see a European playing these games. She's also funny, and it doesn't hurt that she's cute either. But no, I just like she also has a nice sense of humor too. Like I like it when they have a sense of humor that it's not overwhelming. You know, that's what drew me to Vash because I liked his style, and you know I've seen some guys and I've seen some girls who look like they might be interesting at first, but then they just overreact way too much, or their voice is annoying, it's really high pitched or something, or you know, there's just something off-putting about the playthroughs that they do, the videos that they do. But Liz is actually pretty cool, and she does a lot of survival horror, which I always find interesting. You know, not a lot of people do those types of games and then do them properly. They either always completely overreact, or sometimes they underreact, and there's just no reaction to stuff that should be quite disturbing. So there's a perfect balance to it, to doing playthroughs for horror games. But she actually does a pretty good job on it. And she played Soul Reaver 1 and 2, which is a plus in my book. It's always nice to find other Legacy of Kain fans. I'm hoping she plays Defiance eventually, since that's the conclusion of the series so far. But I definitely recommend her. It's Liz in all capital letters. You know, like Mars, if you know her, she's okay, but she plays a lot of games that God damn it. She plays a lot of games that I don't like.
Die.
Mars does. She plays a lot of games I don't like, so I've kind of stopped watching her work, you know. I only watch her when she plays something like Spider-Man or Batman or something like that, but Liz actually has a really good and really interesting library of videos to watch, so she's pretty cool. I've been watching her play the Silent Hill games, so I watched her play 2, I watched her play the remake of 2. 1 was pretty good, and now I'm currently watching the remake of 2. And after that, I'm gonna watch her playthrough of 3. I really hope she plays 4 eventually, because that's, like I said, one of the most psychologically fascinating games in the series, Silent Hill 4. The gameplay is hell. If you're not prepared for it, it's pure and utter hell, but the actual story, like I said, is probably either the best or second best in the entire series. Probably the best, depending on how this one turns out. Depending on the ending, the actual real ending to this one, it might surpass 4 and just leave it in the dust. But as of right now, 4 is probably either the best or second best story in the series. God damn it, where's this man? Okay, he's over here. We're gonna save close to the shrine. Because he's there, so... Yeah, I don't want to repeat that, all that, once we go to the Rinko boss fight. So we're gonna save close to the shrine.
You are breathtaking, Hinako.
This man wants a hand job from the fox claw, from the werewolf arm. It makes sense considering once you know what he actually is. You know, he's not exactly human. You know. You know, to paraphrase the Colonel from Metal Gear Solid 2, we're not exactly human. But it's still weird to see him in human form, looking at her like she's a beautiful supermodel or something, and she's looking like a fox human hybrid demon. Okay, so we're gonna trade all that again. Got plenty of faith now. We have 5 Higashi. Should we trade any of those? Let's see. Oh, we should probably... I don't know. Should we... Let's see. Should we drink the water or... Well, it gives us 50, so I guess we're better off drinking it. Yeah, there we go. It's better off to drink it than you know... Because to clear your mind, I think it... We can't do it now because obviously it's max, but I think it's like 250 or something, so like it's better to just drink the divine water. Let it work its magic. And we're also going to save here just in case we do actually have to do something with the shrine. It doesn't seem so. It seems like it's complete, but just in case for some reason the purifying water is not activated there, we can just come back and restart it. It should be activated, but you never know. Okay, now before we forget, because I always forget to do this. I always forget. We're gonna switch the Omamori. Let's take a photo of in case we need to remind ourselves what to switch back to. Okay, so the ones with weapons we don't need because we don't have our claw does not have a durability meter. It's part of our body, so we don't need those. So we can remove the spider. We can remove the crab. And we can remove the wolf because again our claw does not have high durability. It's literally our arm, so we can remove those. And instead we're gonna put so these stamina, these look pretty good. Because Rinko does a lot of attacks where you have to dodge. She throws those puppets at you, so you wanna have that. And this we wanna save for the end boss. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna save this for that. Okay, so let's see. What can we do? We definitely want the max health one. The Kutsu Leaf. Then let's see. Take less damage when facing multiple enemies. Greatly decreases damage. Eternal might be nice. That might be nice. We already have the Boar one equipped, so we don't need that. When sprinting in fights, that's not really all that useful. Stun power, no. Heavy attack, no. Greatly decreases stamina, consumed by dodging, but you are able to continuously dodge. That is that kind of sucks because we can't dodge. Okay, here we go. Perfect dodge has become easier to perform. There we go. So we got perfect dodge, increased stamina recovery, greatly decreases damage, stamina will not be consumed, and we got max health. So yeah, that looks like a lineup. Is there anything better? This one might be nice, but the thing is, like, we can keep our distance from Rinko, so we don't really need that. Like, her puppets are not that fast. Maybe this one enhances the effects of health, restoring memories and items. I guess. Sakura, but what can we trade? Stamina will not be consumed. I guess, you know what, let's get rid of this one because, like I said, since we already have so much stamina with those other Omomoris, we don't really need to, you know, we don't really need that because that only works after a counter, and if we're just wailing on her with our giant claw arm, we're not going to have a chance to counter, so let's just use this one just in case. We need to use a health item, that way her puppets can't interrupt us. Alright, let's go, my man. Our husband to be.
Let us proceed.
Yes. Together.
That's how you know he's slightly evil, when he doesn't help you fight that psychotic Rinko. You know, that psychotic demon. That's, if he were a true honorable husband, he would help her out.
Us.
The fact that he leaves her to fight that thing by herself shows you that he's not really all that honorable. Like, where's his damn help? I know he gets knocked out by Shu with a baseball bat when he's not expecting it, but come on, man, you gotta do something, you know? Like, do something to help us out. Toss his items or something, you know, like Inspire or something. Just give us moral support. Just don't just stand there like an idiot hiding somewhere in the shadows and let us fight that psychotic, insane bitch on our
I
own.
wish you all the best in your new life.
Shut up, Junko. Our traitorous witch of a sister. No, that's giving a bad name to witches. She's just a bitch. Junko's just as bad as the father and the mother. They all suck. Her family all sucks. Like, they all should have died. That offering looks gnarly. It's like a spinal column. See, that's the thing. Like, once he should be able to sense her presence. So, like, once she sees its face, he sees its face. He should know it's Rinko. So why does he just let us fight on our own? Like, come on, man.
You knew how I felt.
All right, let's go. God damn it.
I hate you. With every fiber of my being.
I never wanted this. I never wanted to see you like this, Rinko.
That did not work as planned. It barely did any damage. Fuck. Damn. She's actually kind of tough. The hatred is giving her strength. We need to absorb the souls because that's what gives us health. That's what stops it from taking damage. Once we activate the wolf arm, that's how we kind of stay invincible for a little while. Alright, we got our mojo back. Let's go.
I'm grateful. This arm I've been given.
There we go. Give her a punch. Tear her apart. Freaking psychotic bitch. God damn, she retreated.
I'll place a curse on you. You'll never know happiness.
Good thing we put that Omamori on, the one that stops her from interrupting your healing process. God damn.
You had me fooled the whole time.
I didn't fool you about anything!
You will know true misery before you die.
I don't deserve any of this abuse! You want to be happy, work for it! Change your fate!
See, she's almost impossible to counter. Because you don't have the right distance. We need one more. Yeah, it's just impossible to counter her almost. Oh no, we need one more. So it was two more.
Stay away from
It seems like she burns him intentionally. Because that one wasn't even close to us and she still burned it instead of attacking us. Yeah, let's heal up before she kills us. Let's put her down. Finally.
Don't try to stop me!
It'll be cool if she can harm herself. Like she can burn herself accidentally.
I just want to be by your side. But you keep getting in my way. Over and over and over again. If you hadn't been born, I never would have suffered.
I didn't suffer! I was jealous of you and Sakuko! I wanted to live like you two! But I couldn't.
Oh, I've never heard this one. I've never heard this one before.
Away. I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live it!
think she's almost dead. Or I hope so, at least. Oh, there. Yeah, there she is. That was interesting. I never heard those two new lines before.
I never wanted to.
Hinako expressing
like
her
this,
frustration
Rinko.
and not being able to live freely.
I'm very happy that in the end we finally got to tell each other how we truly feel.
That arm is bigger than her. It's kind of funny. Look at that. It's literally larger than her entire body. Almost.
And now, the name Shimizu Hinako means nothing to you.
Alright, we got rid of her.
I hope you find peace, Rinko.
No, fuck that. I hope she suffers. She deserves to suffer. Come on, man. The hell with her finding peace. Screw that. Screw that bullshit. Okay. I guess we had our talk there with our little talk with zombie Junko, so now we gotta go back to the residence. I'm only gonna go back as far as checking the shrine because it's pretty late or early in the morning, depending on your point of view. It's 4:18 a.m. But yeah, I'm just gonna check the not the shrine, this place right here where the what do you call it, where the cavern is, the tree, you know, the one where it lets us purify the sword. I just want to make sure it's there. And that everything's
like you
properly
said,
in its
Junko.
place.
I'm running out of time. Hang on, you
And then when we come back next
I'm
time,
coming for you.
like I said, I'll kill all the enemies with the blade before we do so. Before we purify the sword, that way they're all out of the way. Or actually, we could do that now, probably. No, wait, I gotta remember, is the tree over here or is it over here? Because there's a huge difference. You know what, let's go over here first. Check this out. We gotta kill the enemies anyway, so let's just check it out. We don't need a baseball bat. Yeah, let's just check it out and we'll kill them all as we encounter them. Hey, good intentions. We got another one. Clinical trial. The other version of myself and I have talked for many nights now. Through these further discussions, I have come to the conclusion that Hinako needs to speak to her inner self just as I have. It's clear she's not currently in her right mind. Why else would she even consider accepting that farce of a marriage that has been pushed upon her otherwise? Oh. Wait a minute. Does that mean he took the pills himself? Is that why he knew what they did, because he did it himself? Or did he give it to Junko and then Junko took them? There's no point in trying to force Hinako's opinion to change. She must make this realization for herself for it to stick. If she could just talk to her other self within her dreams, I'm positive she could be led back to rationality, and then she will realize just truly has her best interest in mind. Okay, so he did take him himself. Okay, so that makes him less bit of a scumbag, because he knew then he was actually genuinely trying to get her to have some type of realization or you know, epiphany about her life. He wasn't just doing it to getting hooked on drugs and be reliant on him, even though that's exactly the result that would have happened. But yeah, that does make him less of a scumbag. He's still questionable, still very, very shady, but if he took him himself before giving it to her, then that definitely shows he was devoted to the cause. You know, he wasn't just trying to ruin her and get her addicted to the stuff. He genuinely meant to help her. He just didn't realize what a disaster it would be. Okay, the radio is silent now, so yeah, I'm glad then we went this way and didn't just save immediately, because you actually got to read that. Yeah, you know what? Let's just kill all these monsters now. Get them out of the way. Yeah, your knife ain't shit. That little butcher knife you have ain't shit against the sword. She was trying to match me blow for blow. Come on. We got a katana. She has a kitchen knife. Who's gonna win that contest? Me. Hinako will win. Oh, here's this bitch too. We have something for her, don't we? That was sledgehammer.
Go away.
Oh. Give her the axe. It might be time for the sword again. I like how this scurry is a little bit funny to look at. Like you're trying to rush at you. But it's almost like some type of creature or something, like a spider. Yeah, let's just give the sword. We're messing around too much. God damn it. Stop trying to block me. It's not gonna work. Okay, she's dead. So that's how gross Junko must have looked to Sakuko while she was pregnant. Quite a revelation, huh? That's how she saw her as. This gross, grotesque, obese monster with many bulging things. Damn, we're actually starting to run out of health items. That boss fight against Rinko was no joke. Like she wasn't as tough as what's her name? Sakuko was when we fought originally as in Harbor when we failed miserably. But she was still pretty tough from a damage perspective. She did a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. Luckily there's a lot of health items in the house. We know that already, so we should be able to find some. Oh, here's one right here. Yeah, there's a lot of health items in our house when we get to it, when we have to fight the parents, so we should be alright by then. Like I said, we're just gonna wipe out all these monsters here before we purify the sword. Wipe them all out. Even the ones that are just minding their own business, we're gonna take care of them. Okay, so yeah, so this area is just the final shrine to get the sword in the second playthrough. We don't have to do anything with it, so we can just go back and we can just continue on and kill all these ones up over here before we purify it. We're gonna save the axe for that guy. Come here. Oh, no wonder the damn, I forgot to switch the Omamori. No wonder that they're taking damage. Shit. Yeah, no wonder weapons are taking damage. We forgot to switch them all. Okay, there we go. Oh, damn, can't switch combat? Okay, we gotta retreat to a safe spot. Here we go. This should be safe. Damn, no wonder we're taking damage. Shit. God damn. I completely forgot to switch them, Which ones did we have again? Okay, this was additional damage. I remember that one. Additional damage. This one was this one was the boar. No, wait a second. The boar we have already. I think this one was the spider, right? No, this one was the crab. And then this one was the spider. And then this was max health, sanity, and stamina. Okay. There we go. There we go. God damn, we're sitting here using up all our health for our items. No wonder it's taking damage. Okay. Okay, back for round 2. Come here. We're back. Let's use the axe to give the sword a chance to heal. Oh yeah, it's still there. Okay, so this is where... Never mind, this is where we have to
This is the oldest
bathe the sword.
Oninari-sama in town.
Okay, so it is still here. Okay, perfect. We can just dunk it in there after we wipe out everyone. But we can't purify it until we kill all the monsters. So we're gonna go back to the opposite area where we normally would pick up the sword, and that's where we're gonna... That's where we're going to actually, should we I was gonna say that's where we're gonna purify it after we kill all the ones in this area over here. Because I want to see if there's anything we can pick up in that area. Bandages. We probably should have done that first, but there's also a shrine there, so we can also save. Here comes one. Really? Get the hell out of the way, fool. Two for one. Two for one special, baby. Divine water. The reason I don't want to use the sword for this area here is because I don't remember if it gets blocked off after a while. So I don't want to go here, try to wipe out all the enemies, and I end up blocking myself out of it. Because once we get to this part, we can pretty much kind of just run past most of the enemies. The only ones you have to fight are those stupid ass gauntlet enemies that the doll unleashes on you. Those we have to fight, but the other ones we can kind of skip. So I'd rather just kill all the ones over here. In this area. If I can find my way back to where we're supposed to get the sword originally. Okay, I think it's this way. Because also with all the new stuff this game throws at you in subsequent playthroughs, I want to see if there's anything new over there. Also, maybe there's something new close to where the tree cave is, where you pick up the sword. And like I said, there's also a shrine here, and there's a shrine over there, so we can save at both places. Because even without the sword, the monsters themselves shouldn't be too much of a difficulty, because we still have the Omamori, so we'll just replace the sword with like the crowbar or something like that. Use that for the regular monsters and just save the heavy ones for the larger monsters like we've been doing all along. So even without the sword, it shouldn't be that difficult. And we still have the sword, it just won't be as effective, you know, it'll be neutered a bit. Since it doesn't have the spell protecting it, so we won't be able to actually use its power. It's just a regular sword at that point. But we can still use it for like some of the lighter enemies, like the puppets.
Is this Sakuko's old shrine? I heard it used to do very well, but that people stopped visiting it after the fire.
Every time I see these little hanging things, I just think of sumo wrestlers and how they wear them. E Honda from Street Fighter, and then Yokozuna used to wear some of them too. I think even Rikishi sported a couple of them at some points, didn't he? Let's see, is there anything new in the cave? That hollowed out
This
tree.
is the divine tree. It's in bad shape now, but I bet it used to be pretty impressive at one point.
Yeah, like that tree, the headless horseman comes out in Sleepy Hollow. He just comes out straight out of the tree with the horse and everything. Those look like children instead of Buddha or whatever they're supposed to be, or shrine spirits. They look kind of creepy, like zombie-fied children. Look at them with their bald heads. That is quite an image right there. I actually like it a bit. Let's clip it. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna save here for the night, because after this, I think the last video will probably be the last one. I mean, the next video will probably be the last video, since we're pretty close to the end. We did get some useful items here, so it was worth it to come back. But we're gonna save, because after that we just go to the house and fight the parents, and then after that it'll probably it's like the main end game. We're not gonna skip the portions like we can. The game offers to skip some of the stuff for us, but the thing is, we needed to get the trophy for hard, so we're not gonna skip it. But even so, it shouldn't take that long. And if not, if it's for some reason it goes past 2 hours, and the video after that will be the next one. But it shouldn't take, I mean, the third video will be the last one, but it shouldn't take that long because now we know where all the puzzles are. We know what to do. We can just run past most of the enemies, so we don't have to waste a lot of time fighting them. And then in the shrine world, once you shift back again, we already know what to do there. So yeah, we're just gonna save right here. And yeah, it looks like we're close to the end. I'm still wondering when we're gonna have the chance to offer the brooch as a sacrifice, but I'm guessing maybe it's some type of shrine or something we get near the end. We did the most important part though. We did not pick up that medicine in the garden. That would have screwed us over. So we did that part. We're gonna purify the sword next, and like I said, I guess offering the brooch comes near the end. Maybe we have to offer it to him as kind of like a peace offering, since we're not gonna marry him, but maybe we give him, you know, give him something to get him back on the right track and help us stop whatever it is that's coming out of the depths of the lake beneath the town, because we know there's something there. It's just not, is it a dragon or is it something else? But we know there's something there that's slowly destroying the actual physical town, not just this place, not just the fog world, but something's there that's actually destroying the actual physical town. But I'm guessing we have to confront it. So yeah, looks like in 1 or 2 more videos we're done. Hopefully one, because this is a long ass game, so we're already at like over 50 hours for it, so I'm ready to move on for sure. But yeah, it's definitely been a lot more enjoyable this time around, thanks to the sword and thanks to all the OP stuff we got, the Omemoris. We used the Emmas to increase our health and the stamina, so yeah, we're pretty OP at this point. Even though, as you can see, we did get some nice challenges this time around in the shrine world. There were some impressive fights there that actually gave us a challenge, but even so, it's still not as bad as that original fight on Junko was on hard mode. That thing was insane at 2 hours long, but amazing how we cut it down to just 4 minutes with the right proper equipment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing this game and see how it all ties up in the end. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Like I said before, I hope you had a pretty good Christmas by the time you see this, and I will see you again next time, possibly for the last time on Silent Hill F on the PS5. See you later, everyone. Take care.